Hidden Golem Games.
Alrighty, everybody. We are back with some more high-powered magic. A vintage cube elimination draft. Again, this is the Moto cube, so no Final Fantasy yet. But we're going to first pick this Mox Jet and we get back a Bone Shards, Baleful. Maybe... nothing else. Maybe Soul Guide. Maybe Lotus Petal if the world's gone mad, but probably not. Yesterday, if you checked out the draft... Oh, don't put that in my sideboard. Disappointing 1-1, but today we're in a 3-0 again. I can feel it. What do I want second pick? There's Deluge, there's Wasteland, there's Scalding Tarn, there's Ancient Tomb. Scalding Tarn, arguably, this like the second or first best fetch. It's just very reliably, it's just a good fetch. For me, it's between that and Ancient Tomb. Deluge and Wasteland are like one step below that, and then Hierarch's like one step below them. So that's my ordering on this pack, especially the first pick, Mox Jet. That pushes Deluge up a little bit, but just Ancient Tomb and Mox Jet, like, it's just good fast mana. Incentivizes taking aggressive plays. Scalding Tarn pushes us in another direction, but what's my philosophy? Draft the fast mana. It's what makes Magic decks broken. Okay. And now here there's IOK, Evora, Screaming Nemesis. I mean, there's also Sacred Foundry. But like, those are my three picks here. I don't think I'm going to take Evora, Screaming Nemesis. I've got Black already sort of in the queue. Let's take an Inquisition of Kozilek. Take an incredibly powerful piece of Hand Disruption. And be happy. Maybe get back Evora, because Screaming Nemesis, maybe get back one of the two. Because they're both sort of secondary pick red cards, and Scalding and Sacred Foundry is probably going to take precedence over them for like a Boros deck. Ooh, yeah, we'll take Inquo. And then there's Blood Crypt, City of Traders. City of Traders is a very non-premium piece of fast mana, just to be clear. Nethergoyf, Mopal. So Mopal could be interesting. Mox Opal, and then go like an artifacts route. My brain is screaming just take the Blood Crypt, because I have this Inquisition, I have Ancient Tomb, I have Mox Jet, and I really like red in that direction. And there's some decent red that I think has a likelihood of coming back. But maybe this is a direction where I just take Mox Opal and sort of try to force some artifact shenanigans. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do? What do you think? I genuinely don't know. I'm gonna take Mopal. I'm gonna fight. Blood Crypt was my initial pick, but let's be daring. Let's force some artifact shenanigans. Let me do some more interesting things. Okay, immediately not seeing payoffs from that, but that's okay. There's Talisman here. It's a pretty good pickup in that case. There's a Yogwill for some combo-y shenanigans. Harvester of Misery. Been drafting this card a lot. Yeah, it's either like Talisman, Yogwill, or Meticulous Archive. Meticulous Archive is like the safest pick. Blue, white are both really common. Yeah, I'm going to take Meticulous Archive. It's such a good land, and blue and white I really often find myself wanting in the artifacts decks. Okay, here's a pack that's rewarding me. So, Mystical, Wishclaw, Coveted, Karn. Coveted and... I mean, Coveted's great. Mystical, I think, is so potent, though, if you can find, like, Tinker, if you end up in a wheels, like wanting wheels in your deck in general, even just find Force of Will after you sort of gotten a board presence can be so good. I'm going to take Mystical. I think it is the highest upside here. And we get back two things. It's probably like Rampaging Raptor, Satya, or like Wishclaw. No, people are up on Wishclaw. Probably Satya and something else. Satya's just so hard to play. So, take Mystical here. Have a good starting direction. Whoa. So there's Show and Tell Shorakai, which can be fine in a deck like this. Show and Tell can also be good if you end up in the Tinker direction. And end up with some nonsense there. But I think this is just a position where I just take Spell Pierce. It's so good. Shorakai's also fine, but it's not my favorite. I'm always impressed with the card when I play against it when I see it, but it's just not my preferred card. But take a Spell Pierce there. And now LED or Snuff Out is a big decision point. Again, if you've watched the last couple of drafts, I've drafted Snuff Out a lot. I've passed LED a good bit, which is funny. I do really enjoy Snuff Out. I think it's so good, but if we're doing the artifacts thing, if I'm trying to force my way into artifacts, let's take LED and just be in a position to do some broken things. Waterlogged Grove, Bone Shards, 6. 6 can be okay with some artifacts nonsense, but it's not really my preferred. Waterlog could be good if I end up getting find an Oko or something. Yeah, I think Waterlog's the best pickup. Baleful Mastery is fine, but I just enjoy Waterlog Grove a good bit. This is a disrespectfully late Wasteland and Toxic Deluge. There's also Triplicate Titan. Part of me wants to take Triplicate Titan because we have Mystical Tutor, so Flash and Tinker are both very viable. But I think I just need to take Deluge here and continue to pass this Wasteland. This is ridiculous. These 2 cards should not be here. Those should have been taken within the first round of picks easily. Probably first 5 picks out of that pack. But we'll take Deluge. If Aura's still here, I kind of predicted that was possible. I think I'm going to take Sunken Ruins, though. I'm ending up with some black and blue, and these decks can end up with wanting some double nonsense. Not passing anything I'm too worried about, so I'll take Sunken Ruins. And then I'll take Stern Scolding. Fairy Mastermind is good, but Stern Scolding, again, I talked about this yesterday a little bit. It's such a premium piece of interaction, like Spell Pierce, because there's just so few pieces of counter magic at 1 mana. Rafine's Tower I would pick up also very happily, but we'll take Stern Scolding. And here I'll take Yogg-Will for this LED. Maybe I can end up in a kind of combo direction with some nonsense, with some Storm shenanigans. Take a Wishclaw for that. Witherbloom's fine, but I think Wishclaw is significantly better than the Witherbloom. And then we get a last pick Boseiju. Maybe I end up Sultai. This is an interesting start. No creatures pack 1. Literally drafted no creatures. Moxjet, Mox Opal LED is an interesting place to be starting out with. Mystical Tutor is exciting. I do like Ancient Tomb in this kind of deck. Okay. And now we find Tinker. Okay, well, so there is a reason to take the Triplicate Titan, but I'm sure we can pick up something like Blightsteel, something like that. And this is why I took Mystical Tutor so highly, right? Tinker in the artifacts deck is just such a potent thing to do. If you've watched the 4 videos in a row where I was just I'm winning with Tinker, guys, you'll know why. So, yeah, we're going to take that. And between Mystical and Wishclaw's ways to find Tinker, that's so cool with me. Maybe get back Bauble or Trinket Mage. Probably not Daze or Jace, which are also quite good. But yeah, take a Tinker there. The things that are sort of questionable are Yogg-Will, Waterlogged Grove, Sunken Ruins, I guess, are sort of my questionable... And Meticulous Archive are my questionable cards right now. But besides that, everything else I am hoping to play. Again, there's always a chance something crazy happens and I end up upending a lot of my deck, but not likely to happen here. So I'm considering between Mishra's Workshop and Underground Sea here. There's also Revoker, Expedition Map. Those are the other 2 cards I'd consider. But those are not second pick cards, especially in this position. They're just not comparable to the other 2. Coveted Jewel's gone. Triplicate Titan's gone. So Mishra's Workshop does go down a little bit. Palantir's gone. So I'm down a bit on Mishra's Workshop, and there's a Talisman. The black-blue Talisman's also gone. Oh, wow. But I'm still going to take Mishra's Workshop. I think the high end of this card is so much better. It's so spiky. We do already have a really spiky thing going on with this Tinker, though. So it's what are we trying to prioritize? But I'm still going to take that. Maybe get back Map. Maybe get back Borrower. Those are both cards that could come back and are good to have come back. And now there's Marsh Flats, Echo of Eons. That's actually really neat. Forensic Gadgeteer. Don't have the payoffs for that yet. I'm not going to take Mind Stone. Hopefully Mind Stone comes back. I'm tempted by Marsh Flats here. Because it is, with my current land setup with this Meticulous Archive, a duel for me. Echo of Eons is awesome, though. It's so good. Forensic Gadgeteer is also so good. But it's not Forensic Gadgeteer. It's Marsh Flats or Echo. And it's, do I try to take some consistency with my mana base, or do I try to take the spikier option? I'm going to go against my gut, and I'm going to take Echo here. We're going to fight some impulses that I think could hold me back, and we're going to take Echo. Take Echo there, and then here... Everflowing Chalice? No More Lies? Like both those. Rafine's Tower is gone, which is unfortunate for like trying to do Esper shenanigans. Crop rotation for the Academy. But no, it's No More Lies or Everflowing Chalice here. And I think Everflowing Chalice, again, I'm low enough that I'm going to take No More Lies, see if I can make it work. These are kind of the questionable cards over here. Scrubland, Metamorphosis Fanatic, Upheaval, Displacer Kitten. Again, I think I'm going to take... Not again. I think I'm going to take Upheaval. Yes, again. Sorry. Again, I'm going to take the Splasher card over the Consistency card here. Because I don't need to play No More Lies. And I just think Upheavals can be so potent in these decks. Especially if you find an Academy or something. So I'm going to take that. And then here's Undercity Sewers, Walking Ballista. Scrapwork, Mutt, Cauldron, Damn. Damn's funny. Now I'm gonna take some consistency. Now I'm gonna take Undercity Sewers. I don't think Walking Ballista is too insanely important in this position. Oh, but Retrofitter Foundry is amazing. That's so late on the Retrofitter too. That's pretty incredible. Passing another Talisman, passing a Hallowed Fountain. I guess passing Cryptic Command, but yeah, Retrofitter here is amazingly good. And I'm very much so on the lookout for some big end artifacts. I'm going to take Aether Spellbomb over Creeping Tar Pit here. I just think it's really good in these decks. If I end up with Auriok Salvagers, that could be a good means to getting to something. Because we have LED. So that's one thing to keep an eye on. I actually don't know if Salvagers... Let me check on that. The MTGO Cube. Is Salvagers currently in? Oh, it's not. Well, shit. I'm going to take Daze here. I like Teferi, but I'm not sure I'm going to be playing this No More Lies yet. And I'd rather take the consistent counter spell. I'd rather take the counter, like the card I know I'm going to play that I really enjoy. I'd value these about equally. Free interaction is so potent. So, yeah. Salvager's not being in is a shame. I've been playing the LSV cube where it is in, I believe. Yeah, it is. And so I was thinking about that. Expedition map. Sure. I don't have any reason to really play it at the moment, but I still will take it. Even just as a cheap artifact, that's good. Mind Stone now. Yep, Reprieve is great. Reprieve's great. This is way too late for it, but I'm not 100% going to be playing white, and I would like some more artifacts in my artifacts deck. Yeah, this definitely was a different direction for me than I'm used to. Okay, Intrepid Adversary, Rafine, Galvanic. I'm just going to hate the Intrepid Adversary. I'm not worried about passing Omnath or Rafine, really. And Galvanic Blast is fine, but Bitter Triumph, I could definitely play that. And then I'll take Dam over Ephemerate and a free Wastewood Verge. Guess if I ended up Sultai. Got a bunch of free Sultai fixing and picked up Leovold and some other shenanigans. Water Grave, Mana Vault, Hull Breacher. Oh, this is tricky. There's also Mere Battlesphere. I could have had Strip and Waste. I haven't seen a Ren and 6 or anything, so I'm not too worried about passing this Strip, and I'm passing at the No, I'm passing the same direction I passed Waste. Someone's going to end up with Strip Waste, probably. So it's Mana Vault versus Hull Breacher here. I don't have as much for mana. Like, I have one thing for Hull Breacher, which is this Echo. And that can be such an insane way to win the game. I do feel like Mana Vault is so potent here, though. I'm not sure. This is tricky. It's very, very hard. It also is Watery Grave, but I think the other two cards are way too impactful on this deck to take that. Mana Vault definitely leans me towards like doing upheaval things. I'm going to take Hull Breacher. I just think that that card has more of a capacity to just help me win. Oh, now there's Force Will versus Bowmasters. Roman's also great. Imperial Seal is also quite good. But it's those two are much better. Bowmasters is ridiculous. We have this Wish Claw to tutor stuff up if I found Time Twister. I do think Force Will is just better, though. But I haven't been passing a lot of good blue. I've been taking most of it. This is annoying. I don't like this position. I mean, currently I have 3 black cards that I want to play, so I could just cut those and be like mono blue, play Force of Will, right? I probably wouldn't cut those, but like not be as heavy black. And Force of Will is so good in my deck. At the moment, I still don't have a big artifact to win the game off of with like Tinker, which is really unfortunate. Oh, but I do have Tinker Mystical Tutor. Yeah, I'm going to take Force of Will. I have some splashy ways to win as long as I can get... Oh, Mana Leak, but I'm going to take Urza Saga. As long as I can get, like, that, at least that Battle Sphere back. Like, that's not my ideal target. I'd rather get, like, Portal or Blightsteel, but I'm still fine with that. And I'm definitely taking Urza Saga here. It finds Retrofitter. It finds Moxen. It just does a lot. And I'll probably get back, like, this Talisman at least. Decent. I am passing Walk-in Closet now to the person I passed Strip Waste to, so... We could get strip locked, but such is the price we pay for doing shenanigans. There's Treachery, which is good if you're going big mana stuff. And I have some ramp. There's Infernal Grasp, there's Dak Faden, which is really good against me. I don't actually care enough about any of these cards. I'm just going to hate the Dak Faden. Honestly. None of these cards feel good enough for me. I'm not going to play this white. So, oh, and now there's Counterspell versus Entomb. I am just going to take Counterspell. I have passed Mana Leak. Maybe lose Focus. I passed some Counterspells. I have Stern Schooling and Spell Pierce in Days, but I just really want a Counterspell here. And then Tomb for Echo can be great, especially this Hull Breacher. But I just think having a Counterspell is better. I don't have any other discard outlets, which is slightly frustrating. Yeah, no, I'm still just going to take Counterspell there. I think I need to. I think I've priced myself into it. And there's Chain of Smog. So, do I think the person on my right of me is playing green? Do I know any of these people? No. Do I think that the Birds of Paradise person is playing green? Because if they are, then I'm passing them Chain of Smog and Witherbloom Apprentice. Which is unfortunate. There's Mightstone and Weakstone here. I still have not found a Tinker target. I'm really hoping that Mere Battlesphere comes back, I guess. There's Saheeli, which is good. There's Snapcaster, but that's not the pickup. I guess I could take Mightstone Weakstone here over it. Yeah, I don't feel like I want to spend another pick hating, and I have Mishra's Workshop, which is such a good reason to have Mightstone Weakstone. Frantic Search, Spyglass Siren... Jace Wielder Mysteries. I'm not doing Doomsday stuff. I guess I'll just take Troll here. With artifacts, you can do big mana stuff enough to just cast Troll sometimes, right? I've got enough ways to generate mana, like some accelerated mana. And tutoring up in Undercity Sewers is not anything to scoff at. So this stuff, I think... no, Expedition Map is probably getting played. And so is Sunken Ruins, but the rest of this is getting put to the sideboard. Not sure about Witchclaw yet. And now here it's Shadowy Backstreet versus Treasure Cruise. I do like Treasure Cruise a good bit. What is this? This is 6, 7 lands, 8 lands, so 20 playables. Shadowy Backstreet doesn't really help me much. I'm going to take Treasure Cruise here. And there is Watergrave. It did come back. That's crazy, but I need to take Mere Battlesphere. I just need something for this Tinker to do. It can't just find Mightstone Weakstone. And while Mere Battlesphere isn't the best thing ever, it's still something. It's still an impactful play. So let's do that. And then there's Imperial Seal. There's Bright Glass. Yeah, none of these. I'm going to take Imperial Seal here. Really, really would have liked to find a... either a Time Spiral or just a big artifacts target, but that was not in the cards, I guess. I think I just take Talisman here. Yeah. Let's go with that. And then Botanical Sanctum, Infernal Grasp. Yeah, I'll just take the Infernal Grasp. Don't feel bad about passing Elspeth. Blooming Marsh. I guess I don't care about passing either of these. And then I'll give them an Oath and take Gush. Okay. Oh, and Spyglass Siren, last pick. I don't think I'm going to play that. This is what? Again, -8. 24 playables. Yeah, might even want to cut one playable. This deck is interesting. 1, 2 creatures? 3 creatures? Be pretty vulnerable on board. I probably want to play some of this removal. Yeah. And I think I'm going to play this Waterlog Grove just as a pain land that draws. If I'm counting these as lands. It's 26. I don't have as huge mana generation for Upheaval, really. Like, I don't have Mana Vault. I didn't find Academy, so I'm going to cut Upheaval. Like all that. Probably going to cut Wishclaw. This just deck isn't comboing quite enough. And then I like all that. I've already got a couple. I got Imperial Seal as another tutor and Mystical Tutor. And Mystical Tutor also finding like Toxic Deluge and stuff as answers to a board can be really good. So I'm pretty pleased. And then Map to go find Urza Saga is good. That is really good. Urza Saga is such an impactful play. Like Mightstone, Weakstone with everything. It can even get found off of Tinker if I really need to. It's like an oh shit button. It's definitely not where you want to be. We got Mopal. LED kind of only works with Echo. Am I cutting LED? No. LED Echo is just decent enough. And I've got Retrofitter as a way to use it. It's just an artifact from Mox Opal. Yeah, I'll keep it in. It's not my favorite. I'm very not big on Lion's Eye. This is not the best deck for it. I guess I could also try to play like Yogwill. Just as a shenanigans thing and cut like Mind Stone. I don't really want to cut Treasure Cruise, but I don't have a lot of ways to self-mill. What's my spell count? Yeah, it's super high. We're fine. Do I just run it with 16 lands? No, that's too greedy. Got to make one more cut here. Could probably be Map. Is it just Map? And then I'm doing Yogwill as like replacing it with Yogwill to let me do some more combo stuff with not combos, to get some more value plays off it. Yeah, let's try it. I can always swap some stuff up. It's in sideboard and then sort by mana value, and then let's add basics. What's my count on swamps? It's 1, 2. Well, on black sources, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Doesn't feel great. And then blue, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11. Definitely a lot more blue. Yeah. I'm gonna cut one and go like that. 4 and 4. Yeah, because I've already got more blue. I don't have any double black, though. No, we'll go in for another blue. The suggestion was right. Submit that, and I'll see you all in match 1. So I reacted to this hand before I started recording. I realized. But what I said upon looking at this hand was, oh, fuck me, because I really want to keep it. I really want to keep it. After all, why shouldn't I? I'm going to keep it, and I'm probably going to lose game 1 because of it, but it's okay. We've got so many good things. I wish this Yogwill was a land. I will admit. Or an expedition map. Yeah, probably. This Yogwill's probably overly insanely greedy, but it's okay. Let's say they like Lotus Luris here, right? Force a will. Win the game. Or they're going to be AFK. It's going to be a really quick game. No, Well, actually, it won't be that quick, but I think this hand has a lot of potential. I have 2 draw steps to find a land, and then Retrofitter being online is awesome. Hull Breacher existing in the hand is good. Days being up is obviously a good thing. Oh, what is happening? We're stopping at the beginning of combat. They have combat tricks on the empty board. They need to give their planes plus per the next 3 damage to be dealt to their planes. Let's try to think of healing self. Okay, we drew a land. It is a pain land, which is like a super unfortunate thing to have with Retrofitter. But it's okay. Strip mine! Oh my god! That's like one of the best things they could have had against this hand. I'm going to play this island. Let's pass. So this person got strip mine. That's the mad bastard who got strip mine. I took Hull Breacher over that. Hero of Destiny resolves. It's going to become a 2/2. Yep. Make your 2/2. Was not going to force a will to Hero of Destiny. We're going to do this, and then we're going to make a Retrofitter on their end step. And then what I can do is I can turn it into... Okay. Not on their end step, apparently. That needs to not ever happen. Jesus Christ. Screaming Nemesis is just such a house. That card just is not fucking acceptable at all. I'd really like to draw a blue spell, so I don't have to pitch this Hull Breacher to, what's it called? What does this become, a 4/4? Yeah. Whole Moxjet's actually kind of awesome. Let's cast that out. And then what I can do is... either, like, Hull Breacher them... or Troll... like, cycle Troll and make another Retrofitter token. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what... it's going to depend on what they do. Creature, play Skull Clamp, equip Skull Clamp. Come on. I do think I want to block this. Because otherwise they just make it a 4/4 and then I just am so boned. Let's do this. Let's block. Like, I'm not boned, but I just go down to 13. That's a little too low for my liking. It's probably the reason Figure's so good. You've got such a, like, potent, aggressive line with just this card, right? Especially off of, like, a strip mine start. Setting me back while you have such an aggressive card in play. It's great. You play it on 1, and then on 2 you strip mine. I mean, they didn't do that, I don't think, right? Because it was... oh, no, they did. No, they didn't. Like, that's, like, kind of ideal. So we're going to block here. It kind of is just running 2 damage, which I normally wouldn't do, but the fact that it could be 4, again, is enough of my life total that I'm scared. Let's see what they do. Okay, I do need to force of will that. That's unacceptably powerful. Let's Swamp Cycle Troll. Let's get Undercity Sewers. I want to have some card selection. LED. I actually... kind of... I want to put that directly in bin. Let's get this out, and then I'm going to block with the Servo token and sack it. Ooh. Witch Enchanter. Oh, shit. Okay, well, I guess we're just... well, I guess I'll see what they target first. I'll see what they target first. This is probably just going to be a next turn I'm gonna block here, and then next turn I deluge. Okay, let's go. make some colorless servo. Make a colorless servo. And then I luckily have Yogwill. Be able to replay Retrofitter, which is pretty cool. Love they played like a mom or something here. That would be really good. Getting hit one more card would just be super ideal from getting value off this deluge. Let's see. I think right now they're deciding whether or not to swing. They're not going to swing with the figure because they don't want to lose it. Which tracks? Oh, Tinker. That's really interesting. I don't know what I want to do then. I am just going to go for the Deluge line. I think that dealing with these two creatures is too important to... Especially because now I'm just playing 2 life. As opposed to a turn or two where I could be paying 4. Going to 12 is a lot less bad than going to 10. And then we get to Tinker, maybe next turn. And then at some point in the game, we get to Yogwill. I'm actually really enjoying Yogwill in this position, with them having dealt with Retrofitter. It makes it feel a lot less bad. Let's swing. Maybe I think there's a trick going on. Oh, and if they just block, I get a Deluge for 1 then. This probably just gets to hit them, though. I mean, it depends on what their read on me is, right? If they think that I'm doing shenanigans. Okay, maybe this actually is the turn I Yogwill. I haven't played a land yet. They do block. Okay. No, it's not. It's not the turn I Yogwill. Pay 1 life. This can't scale at all. Okay. Making sure I'm not goozling myself. I'm not. Okay, cool. Deal with that. Pass the turn. Yeah, because this also sets me up for... I can like have a turn where I like Yogwill into Deluge again. Instead of like trying to get cheeky this turn and get extra value. Right? Lets me have a second board wipe on deck. Of course, that's devastating. Okay, they're going to exile Troll. Oh, this is the draw card. Okay. They're going to Ajani, and they're probably just going to draw with Soul Guide, right? Can't imagine they're not. Oh, they might not. Okay, well. Of course they had one of the best answers. Me silently sobbing. Let's just Tinker first, sacking Talisman. I know sacking Mox Jet's better for value off of Yogwill, but I just want to have the black mana here. I only have 1 black. And I've got enough things that sort of required... Well, I have enough black spells that I want to have some choices. Okay, let's get Mere Battlesphere. Kind of hard for a deck like this to beat. A 4, like... Especially that like a Witch Enchanter or something. The 4/1 ones are not the hardest to deal with, but the other stuff is. Cool. They're drawing a card. That's awesome. Right. Basically means in this position I have... Yeah, that's good. I will also vote for Mere Battlesphere. The attacks are going to be with the Cat Warrior token. Probably. And then I block an Infernal Grasp the Ajani. I'd have Infernal Grasp the Ajani, by the way, before I block in case they have, like, Reprieve or something. Just because that's a worrying enough thing. So, right now, I don't have another good Tinker target is the unfortunate thing. Again, I would have loved a Blightsteel. Blightsteel would just be so good here. That would have really rounded this deck. Or even a Triplicate Titan. Right, I mentioned the Triplicate Titan as it went by and was like, oh, I'm going to not have it for Tinker. But... Or no, I thought I might get it back, was I think what I said. Yeah, let's just kill the Ajani now. I think it's just, that's good enough. Here, I think I'm going to just eat the Waterlogged Grove off rip. Because I have another land drop here. I'm not too worried about my lands. Okay. play that. Let's just pass. We've got some potent stuff cooking in a turn or two. Hopefully next turn I get to Mightstone, Weakstone. What would be a good draw for the Yogg-Will turn? A good draw for the Yogg-Will turn would be like a 0-drop play. Because then I get to go... what are they doing? Smuggler's Copter. That's not bad at all. That's not one bit bad. Totally stops any aggressiveness with the Mirror Battlesphere tokens. Also means flashing back Tinker. Drawing this means flashing back Tinker is like basically a nothing now. Because I have no artifacts with... Like, I don't even have... Oh, man, a Kappa Cannoneer also would have just gone far in this deck. Woe is me. I didn't get amazing targets for Tinker. Mwah. Not even amazing. I didn't get any decent targets for Tinker, but that's okay. It happens. Imperial Seal. Okay, this might be the turn I just Yogg-Will. What do? I Yogg-Will. I play LED. I play a land. I have 2 mana. I play Talisman. I play Retrofitter. I crack LED. I lose out on my hand. I Infernal Grasp the Cat Warrior. And then turn. So I do think I'm gonna go for Yogg-Will here. Actually, so before I do that though, I guess now I'm really wishing I had Sackbox Jet, right? That would have been so much better. Now, the real question is, do I want to play Talisman? So if I go 1-2, if I cast Imperial Seal, and then... There's no point in caring about Imperial Seal being in graveyard at this point, besides Echo Avions. But if I cast Imperial Seal and get something to the top of my deck, insert something here, whatever I think of, and then I go Yogg-Will, LED, land... Crack LED, cast Talisman, cast Retrofitter. And then I have 2 mana. Cast Infernal Grasp. And I'm at 6. That feels awful. I think I'm just not going for the Imperial Seal here. And just where the fates will take us is where they'll take us. So yeah, let's go with Yogg-Will. Let's go with play an island. Cast LED. Cast Talisman. Cast Retrofitter. Yes, cast Retrofitter Foundry. And then we'll do... Oh, we're going to do this. Okay. Begin combat. Attack. Attack with all creatures. If they crew Smuggler's Copter, I will crack LED. Yep. So if Smuggler's Copter gets crewed. And then we'll just Infernal Grasp that. Paying the 1 there. Hit them for 4, and they lose out on the Copter in the future. And then, I don't know if that was played optimally. Maybe I should have gone for the Waterlogged Grove over the Island, just for future redraw potential. But I think with a Retrofitter in play and 6 mana, I have the potential to win this game. I'm not... Oh, God. Okay, just cycling a Spectrum. Good. That feels really decent for me, then. Okay, Seasoned Pyromancer is probably one of the worst things for me. Hit me for 2 here. Yeah, almost definitely. Oh, most definitely they do. 2, 2. Okay, so I can make 2 Retrofitter tokens a turn. Yeah, no, I'm just going to pass. a flyer would be awful. A big impact, like a play like Othari or something like that would be really bad. But as long as I don't hit anything huge, I'm not in a terrible spot. Urza's Bauble. Okay. The Bauble of one Urza. Okay. Let's do this. I'm gonna make a flyer here actually instead. What's happening? What is happening? I guess another piece of artifact removal. I mean, they've already played Witch Enchanter and Council's Judgment, which are two of the answers for non-creature things, usually in white. Cathar Commando. What else could be an answer they'd have? Let's go to blocks. We're on one blocker there, one blocker there, this blocker there. But I'm just going to leave the Seasoned Pyromancer alive. I'd prefer to just not have them be able to recur it for value. And I also just think it's that important at the moment. To kill. Killing the 2-1, killing the 1-1 feels good. But killing those two feels good. There's no way I'm not getting baubled this turn. Maybe they're going to bauble me in my draw step so that they get to know what I drew. But I'm not too worried about that. So we definitely have seen an issue with this deck here, which is that if they deal with the Battle Sphere, I have Retrofitter and I have Urza's Saga. And I guess I have like Hull Breacher, Wheels, and but those are like my only really ways to win. So yeah, there's some risk factors at play. Let's untap. Untap. Opponent is very... I can't tell if they're in the tank or if they're just like slow at clicking the button. Which I guess is good. It means I can't get a beat on them. But I feel like every priority pass is like a couple, like 10 seconds longer than I feel like it should be. So they've probably drawn into something here. But maybe not. Maybe it's nothing. Okay, and then I'd like to pay 1 and sack this servo. Make a flyer. Yep. What is this? Okay, they've Bone Crushed it. They did something. I just don't get why that took so long. Cool. Trades happen. Bone Crushed Giant comes down. Second main. Awesome. Go to my turn. Not ideal at all. Okay. I am just going to still... I don't have any looting effects. Yeah, I'm just going to play this. Just going to play it. Okay. Look at a random card from my hand. And then on their turn, they get to go up to 3 cards. This could activate abilities of artifacts. This would be incredible. Enduring Innocence, and they got another creature, and such begins me somehow losing this game. Okay. What? Okay. Attacks. So what we're going to do is make a 1-1. Untap. Make a 1-1. Move to blocks. We're going to go block, 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 and then chump this. Nothing is trample. The Bone Crusher Giant dies. It's not what I expected, but okay. Would have been really good last turn, dude. Would have been really good last turn. Okay. We'll pass. Here. Yeah, definitely could lose this game. That might definitely be due to me misplaying a bit with that Yogg will turn. Let's just make a construct. Make a construct. Oh god, making a construct would be so good. Make a servo, untap, make a servo, jump, kill, and then I'm gonna just chump. But then it puts me in lightning bolt range. I guess it's chump kill, and then it puts me still in lightning bolt range, but not shock range. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. I guess. It's a little bit frustrating, but it's okay. It is A-OK. 3. If I had one... If this was just a regular land, by the way, I could be holding up Counterspell and, like, doing shenanigans with the servo. But I just can't afford to do that here. Because I don't physically have the mana. Where I would turn this into a Thopter. So we'll make another thing. Part of me was thinking, do I go down to 1? And put myself in a position to next turn make a 4/4. Right? So I can, like, block Season Pyro. And I'm just like, no. I just going to 1 here is not an acceptable line. Wild. Guess we'll get a swamp. Let's go to blocks. I'll block the 4 damage. I'll go to 1 HP. They got a bolt? No, they don't. Okay. Jesus Christ. I have been flooding like crazy. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Nothing. I'm just dead. Okay, cool. Well, let's go to game 2, because that was game 1. That was just game 1. Oh. Yogg was fun there. Would it have been better to just have Expedition Map? Probably. So we're going to try that out. Definitely decreases the value of LED. But that's okay. It's 1 card in the deck. Let's just run it like this. Go for it. Cool. I will take the play now. I will definitely keep this. I'm looking for a 3rd artifact to turn this Mox Opal into a real thing. But really, it's also just like get to Urza's Saga. That's the plan with this hand. Let's go turn 1 land, Expedition Map, and I'm just gonna play out Opal. If they prioritize that over Expedition Map, that's actually a good thing. In terms of like if they have artifact removal. So we'll play out Mox Opal. And it also means that if they have hand disruption, they can't take it. And then on my turn 2, I hold up Counterspell, or if they don't do something I want to Counterspell, Expedition Map powers. And then turn 3, play the Urza Saga. Okay. A shadowy backstreet. Will they surveil it into bin or no? We may never know. The surveil lands really changed the landscape of fetching. Like it's difficult to think of what it was like beforehand. I am going to still hold up Counterspell instead of Bitter Triumph. I think that's just the proactive play is better. Usually it's how I feel. Yeah, Smuggler's Copter. I actually am going to let that resolve, because I'll just counter the creature on 2. And I'd like to get this Urza Saga going. Does get me further away from this Mox Opal being a thing. Damn, and I drew Retrofitter? That's pretty awesome. That's Retrofitter, and then here I'm just going to counterspell whatever they play. Or if they don't play a creature, I guess I'll Retrofitter, but the chances of that are basically 0. I basically just really don't want them to have, what's her name? Lorna the Third Path. That would suck. But if they do have it, I want it now. Okay. Let's just counterspell this. Stop the crewing. Stop the creature that comes back from existing. Just stop everything. Just stop it. Please. Stop it. Okay, and then the funny thing here is I can actually make the Construct and use making the Construct to turn on the Mox Opal to cast Infernal Grasp / Bitter Triumph, which will be Infernal Grasp first. Let's play that out and pass. Make the Urza Saga token. Make one Urza Saga token. I mean, Constructs are incredibly powerful. There's a reason this card is pointed in Canadian Highlander. It's feared everywhere else. Okay, paying 2 white for the Lion Sash. Does they probably have another play? I mean, that was either a misclick, like just sort of a misplay there, or they have another play, right? Because normally you'd want to leave up a white, at least to scale it with the Expedition map. It's pretty rare that you wouldn't just want to do that unless you had Goyfs in your deck, but I can't. I mean, they could have Barrow Goyf or Pyro Goyf. This will be allowed to be crewed, and then what I'm going to do is when I get priority in the beginning of combat step, yes, I receive priority before they move to attackers. Whenever that chooses to happen, I'm going to create an Urza Saga construct, and then I'm going to use the fact that Mox Opal is now a real boy to shoot Smuggler's Copter. Making this a legendary artifact, by the way, was like one of the most important decisions ever made. You don't really think about it in Limited, but it was just so crucial. So crucial. Okay, and then I go black, ouchie, double ouchie. And then we pass. They've got another land. Okay. Still feels weird to me that the way that was tapped for. Let's go. Make a 0/0 colorless construct. Go get Mox Jet. Probably? Yeah, Mox Jet. With Mox Jet, I'm going to cast out this Aether Spellbomb, and then we win. Okay. Okay, doke. I think I'm just going to run it back and hope things go well. Again, I do think Expedition Map is probably better than Yogg-Will. Urza Saga is such a ridiculous magic card. Like, we won the game off of Expedition Map there. I probably should have had it in from the get-go. I don't think I can edit my deck in between rounds in this format, which is unfortunate, but we have Urza Saga and Retrofitter Foundry here. So we're going to keep this. We're going to lead on Undercity Sewers, probably. Although that does stop us from retrofittering super early. It'll depend on what we draw. If I draw another untapped blue, I'll probably lead on that, honestly. So we can have Counterspell up on 2. No, I'm going to Undercity Sewers. I just really... Ooh, okay, we're going to keep that. That's big, actually, with this LED. We get to LED Retrofitter, and we get to play Retrofitter and hold up Counterspell. Figure of Destiny. Uchi's. Uchi-wawas. Okay, so we're definitely playing Mox Opal. We're definitely playing LED. And then we'll play Urza Saga and use the Urza Saga to cast out Retrofitter. And that will mean I have Counterspell up. I have a Retrofitter activation up. Yes, this is optimal. Optimal. I mean, balance. Win. Yes, balance would have been incredible in this deck. I would have splashed white just for balance. Let's see what they're doing. Enduring Innocence. How about I say absolutely not to infinite card advantage. Nigh infinite card advantage. It's just so good in a deck like theirs. It's just so hard to deal with. Hoo days. They'll never see it coming. I am just going to play out a swamp here. Yeah. Pass it on over to them. Sarah Paragon. Sarah Paragon. That's not Sarah Paragon. That's not Sarah Paragon at all. That's a card that gets around days. How dare you? How freaking dare you? Oh, okay. Nope, we'll move their end step. We'll do this. Make a 4/4. Untap, draw. Make a 5/5. This card's nuts. Card is nuts. Go get Mox Jet, or do I want to get Aether Spell? I want to get Mox Jet. Okay, just scaling that. Okay. Oh, there's Expedition Map, but I don't have anything to get now. So yeah, I'm just gonna get Mox Jet. I don't think I need Aether Spell Bomb at this moment. I'd rather just have the mana for Retrofitter. I could immediately crack Waterlog Road, but I'm just not gonna do that. I'm gonna play out. I guess I could play it out. No, I'm playing on an island. In case I need to daze. So I could swing for 6. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do that. Swing for 6. They could double block and then Screaming Nemesis it, but if they block with Screaming Nemesis and then try to shoot it, I'm just going to make a Retrofitter Foundry token, and they're going to probably concede. I don't think they're going to fall for that. Oh, shit. Oh, no, it's dealt 6 damage. Jesus Christ, I'm a moron. Never mind. It's not based on its power. Womp womp. That's me throwing. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. This doesn't make constructs, right? It does make constructs, but as its final form. I can't sack a construct to make 2 servos? Just shooting the healthy one? Okay. Yep, that's... Oh, wait, no, that's a massive misplay. That might get a concession. Yeah, that was insanely unfortunate. Yeah, okay. Well, my opponent... I made a prediction. My prediction was based off faulty logic. And then they did something that validated my prediction anyway. So, I'll see you guys in match 2. I guess we get that one. Alright, we are on the play against Mach 1. And, I don't like Mishra's Workshop in this deck. I'm going to keep the hand. It's just unfortunate that I don't get to use Mishra's Workshop to great effect in this hand. And in fact, it's kind of worse than a regular land. This deck definitely had some I forced artifacts elements. I've forced artifacts before to great success. And, well, I mean, we're going to 3-0, obviously. But this is less crazy than some of the other times I've forced artifacts, right? The deck just has some flaws. I need to bring an Expedition Map in match 2 desperately, in game 2 desperately. If they mulligan like 4 times, this hand's like a lock. You know? Otherwise, I think, okay, they begin with 7 cards in hand. Okay, we've got a chance. However slight. Retrofitter, go. Drawing Battle Sphere or Grease Wrench Goblin, okay. Or the what's it called one? Yeah, this is a lot worse than just a land. I can't think of its name. You know, the card. The 5-drop that comes down and draws cards or kills things. That card. Okay, Urza Saga's kind of peak, though, as a draw. I am just going to Aether Spell Bomb here and then make another Retrofitter counter token. I don't think they're going to draw with this Grease Wrench Goblin. I just don't see that happening. It could. If they do, I'm going to really regret not leaving back Hull Breacher. If they immediately activate Greasefish Goblin here, I'm going to get a little angry. Don't get me wrong. Son of a bitch. Oh, okay, wait, no. They could just discard no cards. Never mind, it's not that bad. Who gives a shit? We're goated. I'm goated. I mean, it would have basically denied them 2 pieces of card selection, but that's okay. It is all right. Maybe. Attacks. They're going to swing. I'm going to block with this servo token. And then we're going to turn it into a Thopter. And then on my next turn, I'm going to get to make a 4/4 and a 4/4, which is pretty hype. Yeah, we're going to go like this. We're going to hit them for 1. Attack. Caw-caw. This thing is, like, so bird-like compared to a lot of the other Thopters. It's really... This is... I don't know what this token is from. What is this token from? I don't know that set symbol. I know it's a Magic Online set symbol. I just don't know it. What are we doing? Tameo. Okay. That. Attack. Surely there's not an attack here. Okay. Got my end step. Let's sacrifice this Thopter. Make a 4/4. And then let's do this. Make a 4/4. Go to my turn. You guessed it. Make a 5/5. And then go get Moxjet. And then here, I think I am. Yeah, definitely just playing Meticulous Archive, surveilling. No, I'm in a position where I think Infernal Grasp is actually a pretty decent draw. Let's go to combat, swing for 10. Which feels pretty ridiculous. And then we can either make a 1/1. Okay, yep, they're just blocking that with Tameo. Straight chumping it. Or bounce something, or Bitter Triumph something. So, not mad about this position. I mean, it's just the Urza. So they spent their first 3 turns going Grease Wrench Goblin, nothing, activate Grease Wrench Goblin. Right? That is not a good Vintage Cube start. That is not a start you really want to have. So, let's make a token. Go to my turn, and I just have lethal on board. Let's go Infernal Grasp on this. Okay, and we won. That sucks. I'm sorry. That's all. That's what I'll say. Like that's shitty. I am also going to take out Mishra's Workshop. It's just not doing anything in this deck. I don't know why I have it here. I would much rather just have, like, an island. Genuinely, I could probably play, like, another playable over it. Like, it's worse than just running, like, Spyglass Siren. Because it's it looks like it's an anti-land a lot of the time. In fact, we're on the draw. Come on. Submit the new deck. Yes, I'm going to run Spyglass Siren over it. I think Spyglass Siren actually has a place here. The deck doesn't get enough value off of having, like, Mind Stone, and especially with Workshop out. We've got Expedition Map in now. I think Y'all Will actually could be a good include still again. I don't know what their deck's doing. Really, truly, for sure. Leading on Tameo and just getting a bunch of card advantage could be good against me. Oh, okay, but we get to lead here on IOK Retrofitter. This is a phenomenal hand. Okay, yeah, we'll keep this. We will keep the shit out of this, as it's said. Ragavan. I was actually like, you know what could be a big problem against this hand? Like Ragavan, but it's not the biggest problem because I'm just going to Bitter Triumph it. And I know they have blue in the deck, so I'm not even going to mess about with doing it on their turn or anything cheeky. Anything cheeky like that. Yeah, I mean, that's a significantly less scary play, in my opinion. Okay, so we can go Waterlogged Grove. Inquisition of Kozilek. Jesus Christ almighty. I didn't even realize they missed their second land drop at first. I'm going to take Inti and just totally cut them off of value. And then I guess I'm going to go Retrofitter Foundry and then cycle Troll of Khazad-dûm. And if they find a second, I mean, I'll pull up their hand. Jesus, what was this keep? I guess it was really Ragavan dependent. I just really just don't want you to do anything. That's a card that could actually get you some value in a way that I do not approve of. Let's go like this. Let's swamp cycle this. I'm going to pick up Undercity Sewers. Bop. And I'm just going to play this. And then I actually kind of hope they draw a land. Because then I'll just put in... Oh, wait, no. Because it doesn't do the thing. I forgot. It's not like a must. It's not Seasoned Dungeoneer. Hull Breacher against... what's it called? Isn't even that good. Okay, it's very good against that, though. Bauble me? You want to bauble me? I'm actually not even going to cast out Hull Breacher here. Don't bauble me now. Oh no, this is a trigger. It's fine. I still get to do it. It's good. Okay. Trigger. Hull Breacher. This is mean. I'll make a treasure. It's an Urza Saga. Oh, this game is a rude thing. They said rude. Oh, I'm apologizing because that's rough. I'm just holding back the servo here. The value will get off the... Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man. That's the way the cookie crumbles. You might see a concession here in a minute. I mean, if not... Oh, they said GG's. Okay, well, that was an unfortunate game 2 from them. But let's get to match 3. See if we can get that 3-0. I think we can do it. Alrighty, okay. This hand is not ideal. I do still think I'm going to keep it. On the draw, Stern Scolding gets a lot of value here. And we have plenty of opportunity to just get something impactful. Up against someone from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. No idea if I'm right. I don't know what Tawashi... I mean, that's probably Tawashi Song Shaper. That's... So I'm tempted to lead on Meticulous Archive, but I also just really want to hold up Stern Scolding here, so... As tempted as I may be, I will not. Let's see. What am I... I mean, what they fetch here... We know Strip Mine isn't in the wild anymore, so... Wooded Foothills terrifies me a little less. Zagoth Trime, okay. I'm gonna see some, like, Oko Nadu action. Swamp. Maybe just some blue-black action. The Mirror. They were taking all my artifact cards that didn't come back. Okay, we're just gonna Stern Scolding that. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna Stern Scolding it. And then I think on my turn I'm gonna play Meticulous Archive, Aether Spellbomb. So I'm lying to you, blatantly. We're just going to start speedrunning the Urza Saga. And Yawgmoth's will replay Urza Saga? I've had it planned since the beginning, guys. Like, I told you, I mean, there's a reason Yawgmoth's an incredibly powerful magic card. Like, there's a reason it's in cube. There's a reason it's respected. It's just, it's not as good as it once was. They have missed a third land drop, it might seem. Oh, no for them. I'm going to win a bunch of games off people missing their fucking... I actually probably should have Aether Spellbombed that back to hand. Just to not give them another chance to hit. We might be skipping a Construct step. We might be skipping a Construct step, which is so rough, but it's so good into this Jace here. We might be skipping a Construct step. I hate doing it. Shield Echo. Oh, or if they wait until my turn to Jace, but then I still miss a Construct step, right? Because it's... Yeah, I don't know why I'm counting. I know how math works. Don't know why I'm counting there. Making a Treasure and Hullbreach Ring is... Yeah, this is definitely worth it, though. I mean, if they have a counter spell, it becomes infinitely not worth it. Or a removal spell here, I guess. I mean, there's no way they don't have one of those. Okay, they got Snuff Out. Okay. Okay. Never mind. That's probably super not worth it. I'm less torn up about it, though, because we have this Yogg-Will to get some more constructs into play. Right? Yeah, it does. It really does suck, though. Like, that's unfortunate. That's kind of just, I think I had to go for it. Maybe I just shouldn't have. Maybe I should have just made the construct, though, and let that get removaled. And then had the Hull Breach around for their other draw stuff. Okay, got rid of Metamorphosis. See, okay, if they'd waited till my turn, they would have been able to cast Metamorphosis Fanatic. If that was their draw. It probably wasn't, but if it was their draw, they could have. Oh my god, can you imagine they drew Metamorphosis Fanatic, reanimate Deep Cavern Bat with Metamorphosis Fanatic? I'd be done. Let's go get... Mox Jet. Yeah, I think I just need the land here. Play this. Cast Talisman. Pass. Do I want to bounce Jace? What does it flip into? Let's them recast Snuff Out. Yeah, it's... No, I'm just gonna maintain the Aether Spellbomb. I'm not too worried about it. Oh, Bowmasters. Okay. Just shoot my face. Interesting. Okay. They're the one who got the Bowmasters. They're the one who got the Bowmasters. So, I need to be aware of Shelldock in another couple turns. Could be something impactful. Fuck. Maybe that's just supposed to Infernal Grasp Jace rather than... No, I'll let it flip. I think I just need to let it flip. Again, I've got Yogg-Will to recur this Urza Saga. Plus, like, a Hull Breacher on that turn. I wouldn't be shocked at a minus, like, flashback Snuff Out. Reanimation cards are also scary right now. Gotta be rightly terrified of those. There's a lot of scary stuff. My opponent's doing something scary right now. And I am kind of on the back foot. Sure. Actually, that's fine. I'm fine with this. I get Hull Breacher back. They get Metamorphosis Fanatic, getting back Deep Cavern. I think what I do there then is I... Yeah, I'm just going to... They can just replay Deep Cavern then. No, I'm just going to wait this out. Because on my turn, I can Aether Spellbomb, I can Aether Spellbomb there, end step the Deep Cavern, and then Infernal Grasp, because obviously that's the pick they're taking. Yeah, tricky. Tricky. Definitely going to play Meticulous Archive next turn, or at least one or two, like probably one turn away from Yogg-Willing. I could bounce that back to my own hand. No, I'll just let that die. With Yogg-Will existing, I'm not as worried about it. Exhume could have been terrifying if they discarded like an impactful creature. Okay, yeah, it gets smaller. Fair enough. Yeah, we'll just go to me. Oh, Retrofitter Foundry is pretty awesome, though. Surveil. Let's see what we hit. Actually, it's tricky. So I'm going to play Urza Saga on the Yogg-Will turn. So if I draw it, it's basically drawing nothing if I want to. I'm committing the Yogg-Will next turn. So yeah, we'll just do that. And then we'll cast out Retrofitter. And then I just pass, and we got a bunch of options here now. And then next turn, I'm basically going to go Urza Saga, Hull Breacher, maybe Hull Breacher, and then probably recur Aether Spellbomb and like bounce 2 things. I think that's a game plan. I kind of like it. If I had one more, if this Meticulous Archive was honestly, I mean, no, getting H2 off the top deck is pretty impactful. But if it was an untapped land, I'd be in. Oh wait, no, I need 4 more mana, so it doesn't even matter. So yeah, that happens. Sure. We'll see what they do here. I might end up just, yeah, Aether Spellbombing the Metamorphosis Fanatic back to hand right here. Attacks. They're not going to attack with the Orcish Bowmasters, because that would be foolish. They are going to swing with the Deep Cavern Bat. That does make sense. I'm definitely going to make a servo. That's 1,000% happening. And then, yeah, I'm just going to bounce the Metamorphosis Fanatic. I think I need to here. The life swing is just so big. If I don't. And they're probably a turn or 2 away from playing it, so I take 1. Blah. And then I still get to, and I get to threaten blocking the Deep Cavern with a Thopter next turn. Yeah, I'm actually not feeling terrible with this position. And a big part of that is thanks to Yogg-Will. So it's Yogg-Will, Hull Breacher, Urza Saga, Aether Spellbomb. So I get basically 3 cards off of it. Which is good. I actually don't get to threaten the Retrofitter, I'm realizing. I've now lost the game, probably. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I was feeling like I've probably... God, they went from missing a land drop to this position. Christ. That's probably GG. I'm gonna fight it out because I have wheels in my deck. I have answers to like get back into games like this, but holy shit, that feels so bad, dude. Oh my god. God, that makes me feel upset. Especially if they just like jace me out of this game or something. Ugh. Yep, swing. Okay. Hit me for 2. You hit me for 2. Come on. Deluge ain't a complete 0. I gotta wait a turn on it, though. I just need to hopefully get another piece of value off of it. But then Jace is just gonna kill me. Like, I just don't know how I'm supposed to live here. So my thought process is basically they're gonna uptick Jace to 9 here. I guess they don't have the land to play out. Oh, they're not gonna uptick Jace here. Really? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening, clearly. Targeting what? K command? They're going to make me discard. Okay. The Deluge is not that impactful, honestly. They're going to blow up Mox Jet or Talisman and make me discard. Cool. That's fine. Oh, they're going to blow my Servo. Okay. Okay. I mean, we've got a little bit of a game plan now. That's some gas. That's something, at least. It's not nothing. They can just Jace back a removal spell, but... God, it's turn 9. A game that would not fuck off. I get that I could end this at any time, but I can see I'm not complaining the game is not over, but I'm just like... They're not killing me and I have outs to this. Bone shards? Why are we casting bone shards instead of fucking snuff out? Do you want to discard an island that bad? Why does that matter? I don't understand that at all. They had the mana to cast snuff out and keep up card advantage. I mean, sure. If these were reversed, by the way, it'd be so much better because then I could kill Deep Cavern and then kill Jace, but... Yeah, because then Jace is going to get them back Exhume or something, yeah. Are you just planning on killing me with freaking these two? Blah. You gotta cast out the Metamorphosis Fanatic, right? You have to introduce a clock that's gonna actually do something. I guess they're just shell docking? Oh no. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. No targets. I'm gonna end step, and then I'm gonna go... Let's go pay 3 life, shoot the Deep Cavern. Go to 6, shoot the Metamorphosis. It's just like, I'm paying 5 life here, so it's like they're hitting me for a turn, but they're not hitting me for more turns, so... That's something. Come on. A draw that helps. You dick. I mean, I guess that can counter Exhume here when they cast Exhume. That's okay. Fine. Fine. How's this worded? Exile it instead. Cool. So, Force of Willing, it still exiles it. 3... You're shitting me. I gotta counter that. It's just more impactful. How is it that every turn they're drawing just straight gas? I mean, I guess I've drawn gas for like 3 turns in a row. To be fair, and they've gotten to recur a shit ton of value, so they're just winning the game. And my 1 turn of recurring a ton of value got killed by me, what's it called? Being bad? What? No. That can't be right. I mean, I guess if you're worried about a board wipe, that's right, but... Why do it that way? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, even 2 mana, I'm just dead. Just completely and utterly dead. Like, there's just... Now I have no outs, I don't think. I don't think I have any outs. Okay, they're gonna... I guess I get back Troll with Exhume is the scary part. Yeah, I guess I'm not thinking about the fact I get back Troll. I was just thinking I had Hull Breacher and bin. Okay. I guess my Why are we revealing this information? This isn't game 2. This is game 1, right? Yeah, this is game 1. This is the game where they miss it. Like, why is this being revealed? Like, I'm gonna concede, but cool. On the play now, take out Yogwill for the Expedition map. Take out Mishra's Workshop for just an island. Because we're on the play. And I like this on the play. Yeah, half my deck's mana source, it's a little high. Do I cut? Don't really want to be on Dam. Yeah, no, I'm going to run it like this. I'm just going to hope to get there. Have an impactful hand. Okay, there's Mystical Tutor, Tinker. I don't have any... Yeah, this is not ideal, but it's a better hand than a mulligan is going to be, so... Let's Meticulous Archive. That goes directly to Ben. Jesus. His hand is not perfect by any means, but it's doing a thing. Okay, tapped. Cool. Waterlogged Grove. Quite honestly, let's do this. Let's go I-OK them. I-OK. See what I hit. We're going fishing. Blood Tithe Harvester, Corpse Dance, and Tomb. I've only seen Corpse Dance, but Entomb is more potent. There is a Blood Tithe Harvester as a discard outlet, though. I feel like I need to take Entomb. I feel like I need to take Entomb. I might want to take Corpse Dance. I'm going to take Corpse Dance. And then we're just going to grab... Force of Will. And then we'll play Urza Saga next turn and start Urza Sagaing with Force of Will back up. Again. Tinker would be... They're going to cast Blood Tithe Harvester here. Cool. Tinker is an unfortunate pitch to force if I need to, but sometimes you need to. Let's go Urza Saga. Yeah, if we played an artifact on, like, one, or, like, had, like, a Moxen in this hand or something, this Tinker would be going off right now. Although it would just be making 4 1/1s, so... And dealing them 4 damage and burning a spell from their hand, so, like, not nothing. How about I look at their hand instead of being like, oh, I don't need to look at their hand. So they've got a Plateau. They've got a Swamp. They got 1 Unknown currently, okay. No plays on 3 is pretty solid for me. Okay, that's actually pretty awesome. That they that I drew another blue spell and one that's big and not going to be super relevant for a couple turns, because it gives me a pitch to Force of Will if they have like a super bombastic play. If it's just like they're going to snuff out a construct, I'm just going to let that happen pretty much. Okay, yeah, they don't shock that in. Boop. Let me see what you got. Okay, I still know 4 cards in hand somehow. Wild that none of those have been played. I'm just going to hit for another 3 here. That's just going to happen. I'm not chumping it with a 1/1 construct. That's a terrible move. Let's see what you got. Okay. Let's make the Thopter, the construct. What I was thinking of, which is why I said Thopter there. Ooh, okay. Is the combo with Retrofitter Foundry and Psi Master Thopterist, because I'm insane. Okay, we're fetching here. Because I was thinking about, I was thinking about actual 1/1 constructs created by such people as Jan Jansen Chaos Crafter, because he makes 1/1 constructs. Okay, what are we doing? We're activating an ability. Or no, we're just blood tokening. Okay. Cool. They discarded an island, which I also didn't know about. How do I still know 4 of the 5 cards in their hand? Can we talk about how ridiculously insane that is? So here I could genuinely get Mox Jet, play Waterlog Grove, and be able to tinker here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Let's play Waterlog Grove. Let's play Mox Diamond. Tinker, Sack, LED. Tinker, Sack, LED. Go get Mere Battlesphere. Make these both 8/8s. And this is a position to win from. Begin combat, attack. They go to 8. Okay, they're just dead now. Right? Like, between the Mere Battlesphere, 2 constructs. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what their plan is, but we'll let them do it. I mean, they've got Entomb, so maybe their hope is they can Entomb into... Okay, we're going to play Shelldock Isle. Knowing about Entomb Corpse Dance is terrifying, by the way. That's insanely scary. Insanely scary. On the draw, I'm actually cut that for... I can't give them Wishclaw stuff. Damn won't deal with the stuff I needed to deal with. Maybe let's just take Spyglass Siren in. Yogg-Will also has been good, to give it credit. Like, every time I've drawn, I've been like, ooh, I can do stuff with Yogg-Will. My deck just has so many spells. But I do think Spyglass Siren is just gonna be better. Like, it's gonna, like, be a much less, like, bombastic play, but I think it will be a play that can help win some games between like, filtering the top of my deck, drawing me lands, being an artifact for constructs. Really, it's insane that I wasn't main decking Expedition Map, by the way. This deck's major win con has been Urza's Saga. Tinker is just not a good enough win con. And Hullbreach or Echo of Eons is so many pieces to assemble. With this LED, like, that's hard to do. So, no, I should be on Yogg-Will over Spyglass Siren. That's just true. This feels actually pretty solid, deck-wise. Because it makes the LED into something real. It lets me recur all my spells. Lets me replay Urza's Saga. It's just so good in this deck in general. I should not be... I'm like, discounting it for some reason, which is incorrect. To be fair, I think on the play, it made sense to cut it there. This is not a keepable hand that wins. Their deck is just so... I mean, Aether Spellbomb answers one of their scariest threats. Like, they're scary, like, their explosive threats. Tis true, but I just think a mulligan is going to provide me with a hand that has a possibility to be a lot stronger. Keep this, put Battlesphere on the bottom for Tinker. And I guess I could force pitching Days. Okay, good. But that feels atrociously bad. There's no black in this hand, which is unfortunate, but let's just go Aether Spellbomb. Okay, 2-drop here probably that I will Daze. I mean, it depends on what it is. I'm not just going to fire off a Daze at anything. Definitely a JVP, though. That's very Daze-worthy. Okay, let's go to me. Okay, and I lead on Undercity Sewers, Surveil, put that into Graveyard, pass it on over. I'm actually F6 here because I have nothing to pitch to Force of Will, which is quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. I'm kidding, that was awful. This is, I mean, it's gotta be a Neon Dynasty card. That set was one of the sets when I was getting back into Magic a couple years ago. That set came out a couple years ago, by the way. Where is the time gone? That's one of the sets that had just come out or was about to come out when I was starting to get back in. Because it took a break from Magic kind of during COVID, and it was definitely a weird set to come back to. That and Capenna and stuff, which just like it was an era of like, what is Magic compared to what I was used to. So, and now if you're just getting back into Magic, Final Fantasy, the Spider-Man set later this year. Oh man. I'm not like a total hater. I'm not like, these things are awful and they're destroying the game. But they're definitely changing what the game is in a significant way. And I think that's not unreasonable to say. I'm going to Imperial Seal for Tinker here. Why not? Why not? After all, why shouldn't I? Think that's good enough. I could also get Urza Saga, I guess. Maybe that's better. Maybe Urza Saga is better. Is that true? No, it's not. I'm still getting Tinker. Yes, Aether Spell Bomb is very good against that stuff, but I just think I want to start killing them. And even if they answer the 4/7, their deck is pretty creature light. And so 4/1/1s I think could honestly start chipping in. Ooh, they have an end of turn play. Is it a creature? Tishana's Tidebinder is my prediction. K command. Yeah, I'll just sack it to... no, they're getting JVP back. I'm still going to sack it to draw a card. They can have their JVP. I think I need to try to get you another artifact for this Tinker ASAP. I'm not F6. What am I doing? That's all. That would be an awful, awful mistake. Awful, awful mistake. Yeah, I'm going to let JVP resolve. Not forcing that. Again, there's a real cost associated with days. Yeah, that's also going to resolve. That could be super hugely problematic. Okay, I guess it's slightly less super hugely problematic now. I've got some other game plan actions to take. Another game plan I can do here. Hullbreacher into JVP is awesome. Don't get me wrong, and then I've got up Stern Scolding still. We flipping Concealing Curtains here? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go Hullbreacher. Yep, and they draw in response. Fair enough. Maybe I'm supposed to wait and see what they take. They're kind of priced into taking Hullbreacher. Whoa, Scrapwork value. Flip the Concealing Curtains into a 3/4. This card always does work. Tinker, Stern Scolding, Force of Will. I mean, they have to take something. It's either Tinker or Force of Will, almost definitely. It's almost definitely. Yeah. I've said today both almost definitely and oh most definitely, and they're very similar phrases that have very... like, oh most definitely means, like, I am assured of it. And almost definitely, which I think might be just a originally like a mishearing of oh most definitely, but has now its own meaning, is more of a, like, that's very likely, is what at least I take it to mean. Hey, I drew Urza Saga, bud. It's one of the cards that I can use to win the game. There's not a lot of them, but I keep drawing them somehow, and I'm sorry. But I'm not that sorry. So we've got Stern Scolding up and nothing else at the moment. Next turn we're going to Waterlog Grove. Well, it depends on what I draw, obviously. Whenever I like to clarify that, because sometimes, you know, that happens. It's easy to get sort of focused in on one line. Yeah, this is a bit rough. I mean, I'm not actually too worried at the moment, although JVP is about to flip. K-Command can't kill Urza Saga. I've got an island that's doing nothing that I can just throw away. Maybe I'm supposed to not draw with Aether Spellbomb and counter the JVP? Because it's so much value. This card's ridiculous. It's a card that demands an answer that I haven't answered much. Nethergoyf being thrown to the winds. Really, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 4/5 for 1. That's like so good, honestly, right here. It makes me a little scared of what they're gonna do. Fair enough. Okay, yeah, that's better. I can't fault you on that. So, removal spell? Like, I need to draw a removal spell at this point, or I'm just dead. This is the power of Barrowgoyf. I've talked about it before. This card's ridiculous. Don't be sleeping on Barrowgoyf. It looks like it could be very mad with you and not very comfortable. Let's go to my turn. Okay, Talisman. Yeah, let's go Talisman. Let's ship it over to them, and I'm going to take 8 here. I'm going to take 8 here. Wait, can I try and kill them? 1, 2. Oh, wait, I can't take... So I'm not going to be able to Stern Scolding. Oh, they're threatening lethal here. Well, shit. Wait. Oh, because also my graveyard. Dodoy. God, this sucked. I felt like I had a really dominant position, and then they had a really... I mean, the power of K-Command there, they had a really perfect sequence. Yeah, probably... I mean, I guess cycling the Aether Spellbomb was a mistake. And that cost me dearly. I'm going to get to deny 5 damage here. I'm actually going to do it. No, that's not correct. Let's do this. I mean, if they have a removal spell, I'm dead. So they had lethal. I just would like to point that out. They had the capacity to kill me. And they did not follow through on it. I'm not saying that as like a dig at them. I'm just... They missed lethal there. They had 10 power in play. I had the ability to make a blocker, and they could have had Snuff Out cast back with Jace, right? So, they did have an out. Scrapwork Mutt goes bye-bye. We go to me. That's pretty solid. 1, 2. Removal spell here is not bad. Retrofitter does... I mean, they have K-Command, which is unfortunate. Oh, I can't go to 2. Oh, that sucks. So if I get Mox Jet... I can cast that and go to 1, and then I'm dead. So I basically can't tap Ancient Tomb if I'd like to build Infernal Grasp at some point. So what I need to do is get Mox Jet. Tinker. Sack the Talisman. Counterspell? No. Get Mere Battlesphere. Make 4 1/1s. Say go. And now they do have a tricky time with some removal stuff. I'll probably be priced into chumping Barrowgoyf and then casting a removal spell on it next turn. Not sure how I'll do that. Yeah. Devastating. Devastating. That's all I can say. Devastating. Now I get to, get back K command, kill the Beer Battlesphere, blow up, shoot me for 2, and blow up the Battlesphere. That's, devastating. Right? I mean, cool, yeah. Yeah, it's exactly as I spelled it out. Blocker, blocker, blocker. Leave a blocker back. Not that it will probably matter. I do technically have Snuff Out and something. No way. Playbook Grove. Oh, I can't use Tomb. So I can make a blocker, and I can Infernal Grasp that. And they kill me. So I need to kill the Revealing Eye and just keep chumping Barrowgoyf until the end of time. Is this real? Am I in real life right now? Is that really what I have to do? So I kill the Revealing Eye, I chump the Barrowgoyf, and I pay a light. I go to 2. I'm going to go to 2 here and make a blocker. Yeah, I guess we'll just do this right now. We'll go to... Oh, I can't even do that. They just have a removal spell. Cool. I mean, I guess if they see the line, I'm just dead. But I'll go out on my own terms, goddammit. Captain will go down with the ship. See the line. If they cast a removal spell. Cool. So... Yeah, I paid a real price for having Waterlogged Grove in the deck here. Sure, why not? Why not do it that way? You have to have another removal spell or a haste creature. Screaming Nemesis wasn't them, right? Corpse Dance back to Nethergoyf, okay. Okay. We are somehow in this game right now. I'm not going to give them this win. They have not actually misinput anything. If they had, like, clicked on the wrong target for something, I would give them the win. But they have just done the wrong plays here, and we could win to time. Which feels shitty, but it's what could happen. Let's draw. We got 2 draws here. Jesus. We're gonna brick, though. Watch. Yep. Well, they get us to bricking. GG's. Let's go take a look at that deck. I'll be right with you. Okay, yeah. So, 2-1. Not a bad record for a deck that definitely had a lot of holes in it. A Piece of Power was nice. Been missing power my last couple drafts. What the hell? IOK performed awesome. The removal was definitely good. Toxic Deluge didn't do much, but we also just didn't fight a lot of go-wide creature decks that did anything. Our second opponent, I think, was on more of that plan, but they kind of bricked. Retrofitter Foundry, Urza Saga, Tinker, great cards, right? Those are the cards that won us games. I pretty much didn't win game. I don't think I won a single game where I didn't see one of those cards, right? So... yeah, I mean, again, I can't really take full credit for that performance. Our round two opponent had some issues, and then our deck just wasn't that strong. Other than like Urza, Saga, and Retrofitter, like even Tinker was just not awesome. But definitely made some decision. I don't think I made misplays in game three in my match three. I made some decisions that ended up not working out with sequencing stuff, but they overall, I would probably make that same decision again in that same spot. It's just like, especially like the sequencing of the getting the value off the, Jesus Christ, it's right here in my deck list. Aether Spellbomb. I forgot to look. And stuff like that. This deck definitely could have used another counterspell or two. Not being able to play Normalize was unfortunate. Expedition Map absolutely should have been in the main board. Probably cutting, I mean, maybe even a land. I was drawing so many lands every single game. Maybe Treasure Cruise, never got a chance to cast that. Would have been good, but just deck didn't quite have the counter magic to get there. Never cast an Echo. The Echo Lion's Eye plan wasn't great. The deck had a bunch of holes, right? I tried forcing something, and I saw a bunch of the setup pieces, but none of the big payoffs. Like, there were big payoffs for artifacts. Urza, Saga, Tinker, Retrofitter, great cards. But none of the things to facilitate Tinker being broken, which also made Mystical Tutor and Imperial Seal a lot worse, right? So, overall, I like what I did with the draft. I think it went pretty well. Let me know if there's any big misplays you spotted, big things you think I should have done differently. I'll back in tomorrow with another draft. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to do all the algorithmy stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Helps me out and helps me know to keep doing this. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.